Hey, did you know that you could download a ton of great games on the Oculus Quest 2 completely for free? Today we're going to be looking at 12 games that cost you absolutely nothing to download and play. I'm Andy, welcome back to VR Man Cave. Let's go! Buying games can get really expensive really fast, so today I thought I'd bring you a list of the best games that cost you absolutely nothing to download. Because free stuff is always good, right? Now, some of these games will be found on Sidequest, so if you don't have that set up, you can check out my video here or down in the description below about how to get that sorted and have everything in place so you can download all of these games right now. Alright, enough talking, let's get straight into it. Rec Room. Where should I even start with this one? It's a multiplayer sandbox game in which you can create pretty much anything you could imagine and share your world with the community, as well as participate in games and experiences created by others. Even if you don't want to build anything yourself, there are a ton of things to do in the game thanks to the flourishing player base, such as battle royale games, scavenging games, death matches and story games, and recently there has even been a VR version of the game Among Us built right into Rec Room. You can even just hang out with friends if that's your thing, and the possibilities are truly endless in this game. Oh, and the best part, it's 100% free to download directly from the Oculus Quest store. Hyperdash. This is an arena-based multiplayer shooter with a few different game modes such as domination, deathmatch or payload that all put you in the middle of the action either alone or as part of a team. It's a fast-paced game where you'll be able to dash, aka teleport, as well as grind on rails while taking out opponents with various weapons you'll find sprinkled around the maps. I'm honestly amazed this is a free game, and that's because according to the developers, it's still in pre-release state, but everything works fantastic and it's one of the most fun games on the Quest and Quest 2. You'll find it on Sidequest, where it has a whopping rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars. Plus, they keep updating it and adding more features and maps, so grab it while it's still free on there. Pokerstars VR. Whether you're a serious player or just want to hang out and play a few games with your friends, this one is a must-have in your library. It has managed to combine live and online poker in an experience that immerses you in the game so much that it's definitely the next best thing to playing in person. Or maybe even better, since you can play with people from all over the world all at the same table. It has realistic physics for the poker chips and cards, a huge array of interactive toys and accessories to keep your hands busy, while your nemesis decides to call or fold on your bluff. But be aware that others will start to remember your tells, so don't be too obvious. You'll also be able to chat with everyone in real time, which makes it even more realistic. Check this one out on the Oculus Store now. They've just released an update that adds blackjack and slots to the game. So there's never been a better time to check this out, since it's looking like it's going to become a full-on VR casino in a few more updates. Pavlov Shack. It really brings me back to high school playing this game, since it's essentially Counter-Strike but in VR, which should already be enough to make you want to download it, but I'm gonna continue just to make sure. As the free Quest version of the well-known Pavlov VR, it's truly amazing to see it running on a standalone headset, and doing it so very well too. The graphics are a bit downscaled to accommodate the less powerful platform, but that does not affect gameplay or the fun element at all, as you'll still be extremely immersed in the matches and you won't really care that the texture on a building is a bit less detailed or a certain shadow isn't as defined as the PC version. The developers are planning to release it on the Oculus Store soon, but for now you'll find it on Sidequest. And if you enjoy first-person multiplayer shooters, you'll spend a lot of time in Pavlov Shack. So check it out and like the video if you think this is the type of game you'd enjoy. Liminal VR. Alright, this one's quite a bit different, but I thought you might need a way to de-stress after a few intense matches of Pavlov. So I've included this next one since it's the first VR experience that seems to actually have science as the foundation. The developers are working with actual neuroscientists and mental health professionals to design short experiences meant to induce emotions to the player by using music, colors, and various animations to help you gain a happy and balanced mind. I know it's not quite a game, but I found it important during these challenging times to include a free way to clear your mind. So if it's something you'd like to try, download it from Sidequest right now. HiBow. It's an archery battle royale game in VR with some extremely interesting mechanics. You move around by climbing and shooting arrows that sling you flying across the map. And as any battle royale game, you'll need to be the last one standing. The players can use bows and arrows with various attachments and power-ups, so if you've ever dreamed of sniping someone with a bow, then this game's got you covered. Oh, and you also have katanas because you're a damn flying ninja, so it absolutely makes sense to be able to drop on your enemies with your trusty blade. Check this one out on Sidequest. They've just added new maps and are constantly updating it, so it's worth at least checking out since you have literally nothing to lose. Well, maybe your lunch if you're not quite used to fast-paced games yet, so take it easy at first. Well, we're halfway through the list, and if you've enjoyed it so far, consider subscribing, it would help me a lot. I really hope these videos will help you get the most out of your new headset, so if there's any specific topic you'd like me to cover, just let me know in the comments down below. Now let's get back to the free games, cause these next ones are even better. Bait. The simplicity of this game makes it one of my personal favorites, and whether you like fishing or not, it's super relaxing to be able to just chill in these beautiful landscapes and help the locals on Bait Island with various missions that all involve you catching awesome rare fish. The simple feeling of selecting the bait you want and just casting your rod into one of the multiple lakes available in the game is just so satisfying. The only thing I don't like is I can't properly have a few beers with the headset on, which would be the only thing needed to make the experience even better. Bait is available on the Oculus Store and is, in my opinion, a must-try for every Quest owner. And it's also a great one to have your family try as well, since it's super intuitive and charming to play. Lambda 1 VR. Yes, I'm aware we can play Half-Life Alyx on the Oculus Quest through Oculus Link or Virtual Desktop, but A, it costs $60, and B, you need a beefy PC to run it. So how about we dial it down to, let's say, free and play the original Half-Life game directly on the Quest. If that sounds good, then Lambda 1 VR is for you, because it's the full Half-Life experience with 6 degrees of freedom plus head and hand tracking added in that allow it to run as a VR game. Now, it's not perfect, and while the developer did a fantastic job, some of the mechanics from the original game simply don't translate perfectly to the touch controllers. Nonetheless, if you're a fan of the series, you have to try this one. And the price, or lack thereof, makes it as compelling as it gets to jump into Gordon's shoes. You'll find this one on Sidequest. T for God. This one does something really special that I'd honestly love to see in many more games. It takes full advantage of the room scale capabilities of the Quest. It procedurally generates narrow corridors and tiny rooms based on your Oculus Guardian system. So you'll literally be moving in circles around your play space without ever feeling like you're just walking around a small square space in your actual room. The game generates an infinite maze-like map that recalibrates itself on every twist and turn you make, which is an extremely creative way to design a game, so I applaud the developers for this. Get it on Sidequest and you'll understand why this one is such a game changer and does some really creative things to immerse you more than many other paid games. Crisis Brigade. If you're looking for a VR shooter that will really put your skills to the test, this is a really fun one, which for some reason reminds me of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, maybe because of the comical nature of the design. Anyway, you'll be placed in the shoes of a SWAT agent whose mission it is to take care of terrorist threats. You can play this game on your own or co-op with your friends, which makes it highly replayable and a ton of fun. You'll need to carefully duck or hide behind cover as waves of enemies shoot at you from different directions, and you'll have to decide when to slide out of cover and take them out. The fun art style and the quite challenging levels make this one a must try, and you'll find it on Sidequest, so grab a friend or go solo, but it's time to kick some bad guy ass. Harvest VR. Have you ever played Stardew Valley? Because this one takes all of that charming and relaxing vibe and beautifully translates it into VR. You'll find yourself out in the countryside, growing your plants, tending to your farm, and selling veggies. You can also do some fishing or just cook a delicious stew using the ingredients you've grown with your own 2 virtual hands. The colorful atmosphere of the game makes it delightful for young and old alike, so look it up on Sidequest because it's a lot of fun. Echo VR. I honestly can't even believe that I can include this masterpiece on a free games list, because everything is so well polished and perfectly designed that it would be worth paying for, but it's absolutely free. The game itself is a multiplayer ultimate frisbee game set in a zero-gravity arena, and it's the most fun I've had in VR, hands down. You'll join a team of up to 4 players and fly around the arena by pulling yourself and using your boosters to grab the disc and score a goal in the opposing side of the field. Be careful though, it's a full contact sport, so stunning your enemies by punching them in the head is absolutely permitted. Or rather recommended, I would say. It's quite the workout too, so be prepared to sweat a bit. Because even though the matches are only a few minutes long each, I often just didn't want to stop playing and kept telling myself one more game and then I'll take a break. For at least 10 matches in a row, simply because of how incredibly fun it is. I mean, really, it's up to you to decide which games from this list fit your needs, but I strongly urge you to download this one right now and give it a go, because it's so much more fun than it looks and also has a ton of techniques to learn in order to become the ultimate echo champion. Get it on the Oculus Store now, and hopefully I'll see you in there soon. There are a ton of great games already on this list and plenty more free games out there. So if you've enjoyed the list, let me know in the comments down below and I can make more videos just like this one. And drop a like if you're going to download any of the games we looked at today. I really hope you found this one useful, and as always, stay safe and enjoy VR. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.